the home. Watch the head coaches for the two teams. For International, Mac McConnell is in his 5th year. Been an associate head coach at Tarleton. Also 2 years as a head coach at East Central before arriving at International 5 years ago. Jason Eakers in his 7th year at OBU, 102 career wins. Has taken the Bison to the NCAA tournament back-to-back years in 2020 and 2021. I know we were very impressed yesterday with OBU. They gave the Patriots all they could handle, and you're going to see in the jump circle Nathan Wilson, and that is going to be a force today for the Dust Devils to have to contend with. Here's Wilson. He will control the tip. OBU with the basketball. So here is Ethan Scott, junior guard out of Mustang, Oklahoma, will run the show, and now it's Ransom. They go for an alley-oop early to Wilson, but that pass a little behind him. Wilson controls it, then loses it. Ball on the floor, then up and over, and just can't get it to fall.
Yeah, as you alluded to, the big man matchup inside, that's going to be really fun to watch with Wilson and Alavec.
Now Ignoski driving left of the lane, hanging, and can't get it to fall. Rebound Summers, now to Alavec. He got it over Wilson, so an impressive start for the big man in Alavec.
Yeah, a lot of athleticism with these two, despite being their size, especially for Wilson, both long, big man. Really a little bit more maybe elusiveness than you're used to in the inside.
Ricky Brown had a huge day yesterday. Can't get it to fall. Loose ball on the floor. Here comes International. It's Alexander. They've got numbers, 2-on-1. Drives on Scott and scores. And with the offense, they struggled to get it going yesterday. They're quick out of the gates this afternoon.
And that's really one of the keys for them coming into this evening is getting some offensive momentum going. Not that they can't find it later, but it just helps you get some confidence coming out of a game where you didn't shoot particularly well in the first half.
Got to travel on Curry. And it's been a great start for International right out of the gates with a 4-point lead. Curry comes off for OBU, and onto the floor is Joshua Udomu, who made his debut yesterday. I say debut, a guy that has been a 3-year letterman for the Bison, but it was his first action of the year yesterday. Now it's Rocho to Alexander. Alexander, along with Ignowski, were really the two of the lone bright spots for the Dust Devils offensively yesterday. They've got 8 to shoot. This is pretty typical of a Dust Devils team. They're going to drain that shot clock down to 4. They got to hurry. Ignowski steps into the 3, in and out, and the rebound comes down to Udomo.
Good look for Ignowski laying that shot clock. I expect him to be another big part of the offense today.
Udomo working one-on-one against Rocho. This Ransom had a huge game yesterday. He just lost the ball off of his knee out of bounds. Last touch by the Dust Devils. Riley McGuirk coming in for the Bison. Did not play yesterday. Comes in for Ethan Scott.
Seeing a lot of good half-court defense by International in the early going. That's their MO. They can continue to do this today. They are almost guaranteed a W.
Brown for 3. The lefty misses. Wilson battles for the rebound. We saw a great matchup yesterday in the low block from Cam Kahn, the All-American for DBU, and Nathan Wilson for Oklahoma Baptist. You wonder how much does Wilson have in the tank after that battle yesterday. Because right now, it's Alavec who's going to win in that battle in the paint.
Yeah, never easy to come off a game where you have to deal with the locomotive that is Cam Kahn, of course, the reigning LSC Player of the Year. I mean, Wilson's long and limber, but yeah, it's a bit of a bruising you take from the big man Kahn.
So Wilson sticking his hand in there with the foul. Alexander, 10 on the shot clock. Ignowski. Junior guard from Omaha, Nebraska. Hirocho, 5 to shoot. Out of the corner. Alexander, 4-3. Tipped out, loose ball. Brown has it. Ball kicked away. Alexander chases it down towards the corner. Right in front of that Dust Devils bench. OBU still without a point. Nearly 3 minutes in. They went for 88 yesterday against DBU's defensive pressure. Right now, it's International controlling the pace. They can get into the half court and control the game clock. They got a chance today. Summers, 8 to shoot. Spinning. Little hook shot, gets the roll. 6-0 Dust Devils.
Wasn't a bad defensive matchup down low that time for TJ Strong. That time he's just outsized by Summers.
Udomo off of a screen. Pull-up jumper. Bison are on the board.
Oh, just textbook pull-up there. Get off the wing, get right to the elbow, just fire away. You'll take that every time.
Took the Bison 3.5 minutes to score. Joshua Udomo hits a 6-2 international advantage. Esteban Rocho, senior from Mexico, now to Alexander. Straight on shot for three. Emmanuel Alexander, a 40% shooter from downtown, drained that one.
Yeah, he's going to do that a lot tonight if you let him just roam on the outside. But he's a really fun guard to watch. He'll drive when it's open. He'll drain him when he's open.
Yeah, 46 points yesterday for the Dust Devils. They just struggled to get that offensive motor going. Today, quickly out of the blocks with 9. Now on the other end, good shot with a left hand. Great touch from Shukuruglu, the sophomore from Turkey.
We didn't get to see a ton of him yesterday, but with Olivek and Summers on the inside, this could very much become an inside matchup that really determines the outcome of this game.
Out of the corner, Rocho. Drives, good look inside. He may have been able to take it himself, but it's Alivak who gets that bucket. Good vision inside.
I'm with you. I thought that was his left-handed layup there. Instead, he gets the assist. Either way, works out for OBU, and they need something in a hurry.
7-point Dust Devils lead. International coming in today 4-4. The Bison at 3-2. Udomo drives right of the lane. He had a chance at maybe an easy bucket down the right side. He gave it up, unselfish play. The ball's out of bounds, and it'll bring us to our first media timeout. 11-4, International. Alexander's three gives the big 7-point lead early in Dallas.
A natural diamond for every milestone and every moment that makes us, us. The Milestones Natural Diamond Collection, new and only at K.
11-4, Texas A&M International. Look at Mac McConnell, fifth-year head coach. Always super intense when you watch Mac McConnell on the floor. He is always coaching, and not a lot of smiles from Mac McConnell, but a guy that just brings a ton of energy to that sideline for the Dust Devils. He's got a great start today. 7-point lead. Turnaround jumper, no good. Ignowski there with a rebound.
Yeah, tough look for Strong there. If you have more time on the clock, you'd like to see that play develop more.
Summers. Now Ignowski. Always working for a good shot, and there it is. Ignowski with the roll. A terrific draw.
Yeah, some athletic play early from Ignowski. Great sign for International, especially they got 13 with just over 5 minutes into the game. Great rebound from yesterday.
His first bucket of the day. An impressive start. There's Wilson. His first good look. Nathan Wilson, senior from Auckland, New Zealand, who had a double-double yesterday. 14 points and 11 rebounds. Plays with such a high motor. Be a great battle today again inside with him and Duncan Alivak from International. It's Rocho on the baseline. Driving, hanging. Now battling for it. Pulls away the rebound. Alivak there. Last touch by Alivak. It'll be Bison basketball. Ransom and Curry in for the Bison, and now here comes Elijah Bailey for the Dust Devils.
Yeah, and I imagine we're going to see a lot more of those inside battles for rebounds. You mentioned Wilson, one of the best rebounders in the Great American Conference with a squad of OBU who basically everyone on the roster rebounds.
Scott gets it in. There's J.C. Curry. And now Zion Mitchell. Some guys we didn't see yesterday. Mitchell off of the bench, who averages 10 minutes. Now it's Curry. A whistle away from the ball and a push. inside. They're going to catch Summers with the push. Isaiah Summers, 6'6", senior forward, called for the foul on International. 7-point Texas International lead right now. Bison on the inbounds. They get it out to Mitchell up high. Mitchell, a young freshman from Orlando. Nearly lost it. Now to Wilson. 8 on the shot clock. Scott floats it. A soft touch, and Summers with a board.
Good look for Scott, a guy who normally lives behind the three-point line, but not a bad baseline floater.
It's Bailey. Now Rocho. 7-point lead for the Dust Devils. They've held the Bison to just 6 points, 7 minutes into this one. To the corner, great ball movement. We're seeing so much more fluid movement today from Mac McConnell's team. Alexander, spot up 3, short. Ball tipped around. Bailey has it. A reset. This is a different looking international team today, at least through the first 7 minutes.
Just some new life. You can tell that there's an emphasis on moving the ball well to find an open look, and it's made a big difference in the first 8 minutes of this one.
Alexander drives, creates himself of the shot clock ticking down, and that's a shot clock violation. Good defense from the Bison there.
Half-court defense is the name of the game. Of course, International practices against it day in and day out, being that they're one of the best in the nation in the defensive half-court. But the Bison also, they're very good at defending that baseline, so you'll probably see International live above the baseline offensively.
Filip Mamic has come in for the Dust Devils. 6'7" junior from Croatia has stepped onto the floor for Alivak. Bison looking to get that offense churning. It's a Bison team that averages 81 points per game. Big reason behind that's been their three-point shooting with the likes of Ethan Scott. Ricky Brown had a big day yesterday, as did Ransom, who drives. And that one won't roll in. Wilson going hard for the rebound inside. They're going to catch a foul. See who it's on. It is on Nathan Wilson. And Wilson, who battled foul trouble yesterday, 4 fouls yesterday. Oh, what? Maybe midway through the second half, maybe a little bit earlier than that. I would say around 12, 13 minutes to go in the ball game. What did you think of the decision of Jason Eaker to stay with Wilson? It seemed to pay off.
That is a tough decision as a coach. When you have a guy in foul trouble, especially when you need him to stay in for the later minutes of a game when it really matters, normally I'd say that's the bad move, and honestly I thought it was, but obviously it worked for him. And as long as Wilson can stay disciplined, you're okay with it. It
is Wilson's just first. I had it wrong. I thought it was 2. It was just 1 on Wilson. There's Scott. He is a sharp shooter, 48% from downtown. Now they go to Curry. Yodomo off the screen, great look, but can't get it to fall, and Bailey is there with another rebound.
Any of those outside jumpers might be the key for the Bison to open up that offense.
Boy, Wilson with a big block. 13-6. The Bison have been stuck on 6. 11:29 to go in the first half of the media timeout. The block by Wilson. They're looking to get the offense going. The defense is there, but the Bison trying to get this offense started up, down by 7 early.
Jameson, a famously smooth whiskey from a famously big family. So big that Jose here could be one of us. You see, he's nearly as smooth as our whiskey. For him, wrong turns usually turn out all right. Even when he shows up uninvited, he's never empty-handed. And he only ever drinks smooth Jameson whiskey. Surely he must be part of the family. Must be a Jameson.
(13-6) International on top, nearly midway through this first half. Reagan Ratcliffe, along with Ryan Wilson. Hope you've had a great Thanksgiving. This is the finale of the DBU Thanksgiving Classic. Patriots, number 6 ranked team in the country. DBU went 2-0 here this week, and they had their work cut out for them. OBU yesterday took them down to the wire. Patriots won by 2 in the final seconds. Today, Southern Nazarene gave DBU all they wanted, led by as many as 10, and had the lead until about midway through the second half, when the Patriots finally pulled away. They win by 18. International falling yesterday in game 2 to Southern Nazarene. So both these teams are looking for their first win, try to get out of Dallas with a win under their belt. It'll be Scott who will run the point. Oklahoma kid right here, junior. Little two-man game inside. Shukaruglo couldn't hold it, now has it, gets the bucket.
Yeah, that time you see a high offensive set by the Bison. And that was something that we saw Southern Naz use to their advantage. It wasn't necessarily always high, but always spread out against International. Because when you get that half-court defense to spread, that tends to get some openings that International isn't quite as attuned to covering.
The Bison will live with that shot all day. Momich took maybe an ill-advised 3 right there. Scott inside, Shukaruglo on Momich. 2 international players going at it. Shukaruglo has scored in back-to-back trips. The sophomore from Istanbul, Turkey, has 4.
Just some old school, low in the post, let the big man battle it out kind of basketball. Gotta love it.
Hey, you got Shukaruglo from Turkey and Momich from Croatia. 13-10 International. Here comes the defensive pressure from the Bison. Ball's loose. Curry going for it. He's wiped out. And the foul should go to Amarian Shackelford.
I believe they actually called it going into the backcourt for a backcourt violation.
Okay, so it'll be Bison basketball, no foul. 13-10. International up 3, and it'll be Bison basketball here with 10:03 to go in the first half.
Was a good hustle by Shackelford to make sure the Bison don't get to that ball and just make sure that play blows dead, because that's almost a guaranteed 2 points for OBU otherwise.
Udomo with the ball running the point more than what we saw. We saw him in limited action yesterday. We have not seen Terry Connor Jr. Here's Udomo skying at the rim.
Definitely a different look for OBU today, and really showing their versatility offensively right now and how they play against DBU, a team that plays all 94 feet, versus International, who likes to stay in their own half. Some great response by OBU. Now they're only down by 1.
International came out guns blazing offensively, now looking to get back into that rhythm. They misfire on the 3 from Aaron Perez, but Summers is there with a steal, and they got a backcourt violation.
Yeah, just a tough break for Summers. It was a great read to get the steal. It's just the issue of his man wasn't quite on the other side of the floor by the time he made contact with the basketball.
Well, one of the developing storylines to date, the Bison are without Terry Connor Jr. Just looking at their sideline today, he's in street clothes. We saw an impressive performance from Connor, who played 34 minutes and scored 18 yesterday. I didn't see anything late in the game. He was playing in the final moments, but he is not available as Udomo has gotten that call at the point guard position.
Yeah,
they'll lean heavily on guys like Ricky Brown today and Ethan Scott in the backcourt.
Okay, big blow for OBU. Obviously, they've been able to at least handle their own so far, but it will be really interesting to see how they handle not having their lead scorer.
Well, he's such a special player. He was the freshman of the year in the Great American Conference last year. He scored in double figures in every game. He's averaging 16.2 points per game. So that's a big loss without Connor Jr. on the floor. Rocho just threw up a prayer. Ahead, Summers for Brown. What a pinpoint pass! Dunk from Brown, and the Bison have their first lead.
That's why you keep your eyes up, see your man running the post route, and he gets all the way down for the slam. Great transition basketball.
Boy, Daniel Ransom at 6'6" threw a dart right on the money over the fingertips of the defender. And Ricky Brown, how about he can get up at 6'2". Now Legnowski to end this scoring drought. Shot no good. Wilson has the rebound, and a foul called on Summers. International has gone cold. They have not had a field goal in the last 6 minutes, and not true for the Bison. They get an easy dunk there. All started with a pass from Ransom. As you look at head coach Jason Eaker, he said, we got 2 really animated coaches. fiery coaches there on the sideline. You see Jason Eager. Wait, one thing you don't see from coaches hardly at all anymore. I love the threads you see right there from Jason Eager.
No kidding. He loves to show up in more than one way. He'll make his presence known verbally. He'll make it known in the fashion world. He's awesome.
I love it, dude. You saw that go away when you got to COVID and the NBA started playing in the bubble, and there's a three-point shot. Boy, Ethan Scott is such a special player from beyond the arc. He came in this weekend shooting 48% from downtown.
If you can get a guy who can shoot 48% from the floor as a whole, you'll take it. But you get a guy who can do that from 20 feet away, that's just a recipe for success.
4-point Bison lead. Hey, you saw coaches in the NBA all of a sudden go to a more casual look with the pullovers, and that just seemed to trickle down. Once that started, that began a trend, and it's so rare to see coaches in coat and tie. Now, that was customary for all head coaches and coaching staffs before that period. Look at Scott. Boy, such a sharp shooter. Timeout on the floor. 4-point lead. Bison on top, 17-13.
When Emerson asked me to tell the story of their Black Barrel whiskey, they left out the bit where I can't actually tell it. Its secrets aren't even written down, just stored in the minds of those who know. Maybe they select distinct batches. I can't tell you which. And expertly blend them to create smooth notes of toasted oak, caramel, and vanilla spice. I can't tell you how. Well, I can tell you this. It's the greatest whiskey I ever drank and the greatest story I never did tell.
Go bold and hit the road in a new 2025 Kia K4. The K4 stands out with unmistakable attitude and track-inspired available turbocharged performance. Comfortably bring along family and friends with its spacious interior loaded with premium amenities, plus feel in control of your drive with advanced driver assistance technology. The first ever Kia K4 is ready to impress. Click now to view our inventory.
Oklahoma Baptist now finds themselves up 17-13. International started red hot. They have gone cold. They have not scored a field goal in over 7 minutes. What have you seen from OBU defensively that's caused the problems?
I think they've done a better job of plugging the interior, and they're also doing a better job rebounding, which just lets me know, even in correlation, they're hustling a lot better on these plays. They're really covering that baseline well. They're forcing International to get some other kind of look, and it's a team that hasn't shot well as of late. We see that right now. They're only shooting 33%.
International still very much in it, only down 4. They got a chance for a 3 right here out of the timeout, in and out. Good look. They'll live with that shot. That was Miles Tucker from the corner.
No kidding. Good inbound play, good pump fake, just rattled out. Like you said, you'll take that every time.
Ricky Brown now finds Scott. And the junior guard, who only stands 5'10", drives inside with the big guys, gets the bucket.
Talk about having to replace Connor Jr., at least for today. Scott driving that time, he might end up being a guy who becomes that versatile piece of offense they need.
Out of the corner, Tucker. Coming up on 8 minutes since their last field goal. Inside, Alavak lost it. They got a foul on the floor. Gonna be on Scott. It is his first. Just the team's second foul for the Bison. As Scott will come out, and Riley McGuirk, Jr. from Little Rock, steps onto the floor.
On that play, it's a good read by International to see the mismatch down in the paint. If anything, that may have actually worked to the Bison's favor with the foul.
That one rolls out. Bison led, or rather, International led this game 13-12. 8 minutes in. They've just gone ice cold. There's Wilson. Brown. Working the two-man game. Brown with a left-handed floater and good. Leads up to 8 now for OBU.
That time around, it wasn't even a 4-out. It was actually a full 5-man out offense for the Bison. It's worked to their favor, getting this lead up to 8.
Inside 6 minutes to go. International was held to 46 points yesterday. It looked like they were going to be well on their way to of eclipsing their season average. Their average about 67 a game. They had a great offensive start, and there's Ignowski. Finally into that stretch in which they had not had a field goal since the 14:31 mark. Talking about almost 9 minutes without a field goal. They finally get one from Ignowski. Great backdoor cut. McGuirk fouled as he went hard to the rack.
That's actually a really tough pass to make. It ends up being a really nice play by the Bison in terms of getting the ball to the man cutting on the baseline, because that seems to be an opening, especially in the spread offense, that the Bison can take advantage of.
Well, McGuirk is at the line. Been a reserve player each of the last 3 years at OBU. Makes the first free throw. He is a junior out of Little Rock. Here's Wilson, who comes out. Big guy coming in, Eric Madrid, 7'2", a freshman. You're not going to be able to miss him when you see him on the other end of the floor in a moment. Big kid from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Next free throw, good. We got a massive presence.
Have we had a larger player on the court of the Berg before?
I don't know. I don't think we have. 7'2". Now the drive inside. Shot rolls around. Madrid tipped it out. McGuirk's got it.
Big presence inside. Hard to get over him and make a shot.
Chidomo. They're going to try to feed Madrid. Tipped around. Somehow he kept that basketball. My goodness. Great hands right there, but then lost it the last second. Ignowski on the other end scores. Here come the Dust Devils down by 6.
Getting into the fast break, the Dust Devils have shown flashes of running well in the fast break. Now they'll actually drop back into a 1-3-1.
Screen right there from McGuirk. Yadomo lost it. Alexander has it. Here they come. Right at Yadomo. Alexander with a great move and used his body on that bucket.
Another great transition play for International. With back-to-back possessions like that, I'd imagine that's going to become a bigger part of this defense and trying to be more aggressive with the 1-3-1 to get some steals and some fast break layups.
Brown, a bounce feed. Got a hand in there. International making a run now. They go to the corner. Alexander for 3. For the momentum really would have swung had he knocked that down. It bounced off the top of the backboard. And it's our last media timeout. 3:50 to go here in the second half. 3 for Ethan Scott. Such a sharpshooter from downtown. Scott also doing the damage inside. He's got the Bison up by 4 with 3:50 remaining in the first half.
The future of your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities. More customization, more time, and more growth. Speed up your website copy with an AI text generator that delivers a consistent brand voice to every corner of your site. Unlimited unique visuals enhance every piece of content you create. Instantly transform any idea into an image right from the comfort of your platform. And win back hours of hard work with AI-powered emails designed to perform. More conversions, less hassle. Smart benchmarks show you exactly where you stand in the market. See what's working and what needs work so you can quickly spot your next opportunity and take your business where you want to go. Oh, and we're just getting started. Go to Wix.com and make it happen.
OBU out on a 19-6 run. So 53% from the field. The forced turnovers just 4. And, a 4-point lead for OBU with 3:50 left to go until the break. Ethan Scott at the point along with Ricky Brown. Ransom's on the floor. Sugar Ruglo and Curry 5 for the Bison. Here's Scott around a curl. Curry. An open look for 3. They've got 8 to shoot. Picked up his dribble. Now it's Ransom. The feed of Sugar Ruglo. Soft touch and rolls it good.
Bison winning the inside game so far. We've seen them rotate in 3 different big men to that interior. Imagine someone like Summers for internationals and has a final response.
Chikarula with 8 to lead all scores. The start he's had today, that's a season high. For a guy that averaged 12 minutes off the bench. Now Xander back out, kicks it out for the 3 ball, and it's good. From Kalen Goff-Brown, back to a 3-point game.
Nice, just morale boost for international. They're still in this one, especially with that shot.
Scott on the Ocho. Ransom calling for it. Now they got it out to it. Double team. 5 to shoot. In trouble. Down to 4. There's a whistle and a travel on Ransom. Boy, tremendous defensive pressure on the double team.
Just a great trap by Red and Summers on that play. That's one of those traps that you'll run out that 1-3-1, letting the baseline runner come across to the man and dropping that wing down. It's textbook 1-3-1 trap.
It's a 3-point game. Dust right back in it. After OBU hit open 8-point advantage. Big bucket there for 3. Tied on that 3 ball.
Summers, the big man, stepping out this time. Great to see another man for international knockdown shot.
Chikarula stealing it, gets it out to the ground. They catch it travel inside. Could be international basketball. Right at 25, 2 minutes to go.
Rare violation in the middle. Already we're seeing back and forth contests, and looks like a lot of ourselves set up for a nice half.
Look like a Bison about to pull away this. I got a 25 all tie. Here's the kick to the corner. Tipped out. Summers will score it, and it leaves over by Bison. Love how C2 Summers hit that 3 on the previous possession on the other end. Senior forward. One to go to the break. Scott. Forward. Picked up by Goff-Brown around half court. Ransom has a quiet pass. Wilson give it feed. They got a whistle away from the basketball. It is on. Foul is Goff-Brown.
The foul is actually really nice. Handoff that was about to be 2 points for OBU.
Coming to get it out. Ransom. Foul. By Alexander. Fouls have been kind of a bit of a premium. It's only a 15 foul. International and 5 too.
That one just about like this one just going for the ball.
Wilson. Mid-range jump to the baseline. Wilson. His 4th point. Bison back up two. Rocho there. Senior guard, Mexico. Pointing and directing. There's 5. Out of the corner. Ball moving, Goff-Brown. Hits that one. Tied back at 27.
That's a look that we saw similar to what we saw early in the game in international. The offense going with a lot of good ball movements for the open man.
With 15 to shoot, Ransom fires for 3 off the mark. It's got about a 10-second differential clock. 27. That's a lot away back around the foul. Get foul on. Summers, excuse me.
Yeah, the legal screen that time. He got it left hip. Flailing a little bit. Contact was made.
Bison had the basketball. Normally played with the last shot here. 1-1. There's a 1-second differential. 31 seconds on the play clock. 30 on the shot. Scott draws a double. Will Wilson on the outside, down the baseline. Riley looking. Still time, 10 to shoot. Eaker wants a timeout. They go to the court, off the hands of Ransom. Boy, Jason Eaker was called for a timeout. Could not hit it. That lands off the hands of Ransom. Now we get a timeout. It's going to be on the other side. Texas International, they can play with a foul shot. 8.3 to go in the first half. We've got a good Bruin here in Dallas.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated platform. Add products, showcase them dynamically, and seamlessly track your inventory. Accept multiple secure payments, and design your
all here in the final game of the DB Thanksgiving Classic, all tied at 27. Matt McConnell moves his 5 back onto the floor. And who do you look for before we go through here right here? You've got some options for the Dust Devils.
First eye is Ignowski. I would imagine they got him in the corner right now. What I'm going to look for is either a screen around the baseline or a screen up to the right wing on the near side.
Coach will let it roll. Picks it up at midcourt. Here he comes towards Ignowski. Now they kick it. Perez, the young freshman, dribbling. Got 2 to shoot. Kalen Goff-Brown, long-range 3 short, and will go to the break tie at 27. It's been a back-and-forth first half. The Dust Devils came out blazing. Then it was OB